back, and I had a revelation I wanted to share with all of you, actually. If you were here yesterday on my Desire Deck polls, today I was rereading the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, which is not a canonical gospel, but it is so rife with information on knowing yourself, on self-empowerment and connecting with the divine. So I love the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. It's one of the books that have changed my life. So yesterday I had pulled a card. So many good cards here. Oh my God, they're just so beautiful. Check this out, the veil. Okay. So yesterday I had pulled a card, I believe called Union. Okay. Yesterday I pulled a card called Union, and union is not about like marriage to another. It's about union with yourself, marriage to yourself, the sacred marriage to yourself. You know, everyone has a masculine and feminine side of you, like your animus and your anima, as Carl Jung says. Uniting those is union, and in that union you enter the kingdom, is what I put here. And then I also pulled this card today called Velvet, about igniting your senses, about embodiment, you know, embodying your senses. And what I found in tantric philosophy is that embodying your senses, feeling all of the, you know, different senses that you have on touch, smell, sight, the lushness of everything, of beauty, that connects you to the divine. Have you ever gone outside and just seen something so beautiful in nature that, you know, it kind of connects you to the divine? So that's what this Velvet card is all about. It's about embodying your senses, and in tantric philosophy, that's all about connecting with the divine, experiencing life to the fullest in your senses. So I want to share something else that connected with these cards in the Gospel of Mary. Part of it says, explains that the soul turns toward the body, and the body becomes a slave to instincts, right? So it's saying that a lot of Gnostic texts, they say, oh, the body is kind of evil because, you know, you should be connected to the divine, and the body misleads you through its instincts. That, I think, is true. But also the tantric philosophy of really, really getting involved in your body. Have you ever had an ecstatic lovemaking session that you thought, like, it was so amazing that it kind of connected you to the divine, right? So I think it's more than just that. And so Velvet is all about connecting to your senses. All of my cards have a spiritual feel, and it's not religious. It's more connecting to yourself, and in connecting to yourself, you connect to the divine, whatever you believe in. And that's what I believe gets you saved or into the kingdom. So in this card I pulled yesterday was about uniting all aspects of yourself, masculine, feminine, all of your shadows, like anger, shame, you know, not, what's the word? Not dismissing them, but accepting them and integrating them. That's union. But something else triggered me in this book, the Gospel of Mary, today. And it says the human being who is completely turned towards the divine, that's the human that becomes the union of God and man, right? So that's another aspect of unity, of union. Union with God and yourself. But this card has so many meanings, and that's why the Desire deck is so multifaceted, because it can have so many meanings. You have Velvet about the senses, drawn from tantric philosophy, and you have the idea that the body is also instinctual and leads you away from happiness because of all the feelings. And here you have union, well, unrestrained feelings. If you can integrate and control your feelings and understand them and see what they're telling you, you integrate yourself into union. So that's how all the cards kind of work. They have several meanings, and that's why they're so valuable. You can't just pick one up and read it. There's so many different ways you could see it. And it's not just pulling a card, because yesterday when I talked about union, I simply talked about the integration of all parts of yourself. But now there's a different layer that I remembered. It is not just about union of yourself, but it's union with the divine. right? So these cards all have a spiritual aspect to it. They can be interpreted in many different ways. These cards are meant to be life wisdom and used forever in your life, because as you get more experience from life, these cards, they take on a different meaning and a different aspect. So they're always going to be teaching you something. This is timeless wisdom. These cards are timeless wisdom. They're archetypes, and that's why they are timeless wisdom. So it's not that you could just buy the deck and use it once, or use it a couple times till you understand the concepts. No, because as you move through life, you're going to get more information on these concepts, and they're going to become alive in you like they've never been before. So if you're interested in the Desire deck, just click on the link in my bio. You can get it along with my books. They do pair with the books to give kind of an 18th century experience, a lush, maximalist, elegant, sophisticated, sensual escape from modern life. It's all about slow living. It's all about beauty and luxury and elegance. So these cards on the surface are that. But if you read them, and every time you read them, you get something different. So I hope you enjoyed this live. I will be pulling cards randomly sometimes and kind of explaining them and what they could mean for your life. So leave a comment below on what you think about the sensual velvet nature and what you think union is all about for you. Have a good one.